this is Kim from the Parker Daniels Show. Today we are going to do what is called Cooking with Kim because my co-host has been on me about doing this forever. So I have finally decided that we are going to do tea cakes, which is something everyone's been asking me to do. So to do the tea cakes, I've got basically everything laid out. So to start out, you need 2 sticks of butter, which we have. You're going to need approximately 2 cups of sugar, which what this is. So we'll throw that in with the butter. Mix those two together until it becomes creamy. Now, creamy is however you want to cream it. Now, normally, what I will do, which I have washed my hands already, is kind of stick your finger in it, with me being blind, to make sure everything's kind of mixed up and everything, since I can't see it, so that's what it is. After that, you'll get your vanilla. Because I really don't measure, I'm going to measure for y'all, but it's about a teaspoon of vanilla, like that. That's a teaspoon. And 2 eggs. And nicely mixed. Now, some people will put a little bit of lemon extract in it to give it a different flavor. I don't have any. I thought I did, but I don't, so I'm not using it. In here, we have 3 cups of flour. It has to be self-rising flour. Is that right? Yeah, self-rising. So 3 cups of self-rising flour. Now, when you do your flour, you have to do it a little bit at a time. Because I measured it out, I'm gonna have to do it a little bit at a time, but normally I just do 1 cup at a time, dump it, do another cup, dump it, until you do the third. So we're gonna do a little bit at a time. as you can hear, it's starting to get thicker. Now, as you can tell, it's thicker. So, scrape all your sides. Now you're gonna get a half a cup or about of milk. And like I said, because I don't see, I do it till I can hear it either spilling over a little bit. Are we there? A little bit more? Okay. That was too much? So you add your half a cup of milk. And you saw me scrape the sides. And mix it all back up. Alright. So, everything is mixed up. And this is about the consistency. It's not going to be liquidy and stuff. So, keep that in mind when you're making it. It's not going to be like a cake batter or anything like that. It's more solid. But it's not like a dough. So, it's in between a dough and a cake mix. So, once you do that, now, people do it differently. The way I do it is I use parchment paper, which you can buy at the store, and I cover your pan up. Do not grease it. I thought it was greased, but it's not. You don't grease it. And it's one batter per pan. So, dump it on there. Now, if you have someone helping you, you can have them spread it out for you to make it even. But if you're not, if you're by yourself and you're trying to do this at home or whatever, then scoop it all on there. And kind of feel where it's at in the bowl with your spatula. You might miss a little bit, it won't hurt. As long as you're not missing the biggest portion of it. Okay, now this is where you're gonna get tricky. Like I said, if you don't have someone helping you, I have the little glove things. You're gonna use your glove to measure your thickness as you're spreading it on your pan. So that way you can kind of keep it even. Normally what I do is I just kind of spread it first, and then I'm going to go back over it and see what's thick, where it's thin at, and spread it back. And then just spread it back and forth. So like I can see there's more down here, and I need more up in this corner. Now, being blind, you have a good sense of touch. So even as you're swiping your spatula up and over your batter, you can tell where the lumps are. You can tell where the consistency of where it's thin at, where it's thicker at. So you can spread it around to try and get it as even as possible. But like I said, you can use your finger to kind of see. See, like it's thin right up here. Looks like everything else is pretty good. And oops, stuck my finger in it. So we're gonna push some up on this end. Now, hopefully my cameraman is helping me. Is it even?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, once you're even, everything is cleaned off, smoothed out. Well, before you started all this, I guess you should have preheated your oven to 350. Because I cook everything at 350. So preheat your oven to 350, which I've done that already. And if you're blind, you're going to want to use your pot holder so you can see where your trays are in the oven. Pull it out, bring your pan in, line your pan up with your pot holder, and slide it in. And then push the pan back a little bit. And that's it. And you cook it for approximately 10 to 12 minutes. So I will set my timer. Well, actually I can't. He's got my phone. We'll set our timer for 12 minutes. And we'll be back to show you the results. Okay, we checked the tea cakes earlier. They weren't quite done, so we gave them about 5 more minutes. So, looking at them now. Yeah. They're more golden. So, as you look at them, when you touch them, they're going to be a little bit harder on top. Just like a cookie, when you make cookies. And can you see underneath there? And now it's going to break off if you do it. But yeah, that's it. You let them cool down, you cut them up, and there's your tea cakes. So, to all those who wanted to know, that's the recipe for tea cakes. This is Kim from the Parker Daniels Show. Cooking with Kim, the one time only. And we're out.